We need the Rosary more than ever before. My brothers and sisters, October 7th is the Feast of the Most Holy Rosary. As I've mentioned in a few of our previous videos, this feast was originally the Feast of Our Lady of Victory from October 7th, 1571 in the Battle of Lepanto. Of course, this great Christian victory over the Muslim Ottomans in the Great Naval Battle. It was in this battle that you had 200 Catholic ships versus 270 Muslim ships. The odds were against them. King Philip II of Spain, years earlier, had received one of the original copies of Our Lady of Guadalupe from Bishop Montúfar in Mexico. He gave this copy to Admiral Doria, who was in charge of the Catholic ships, and told him to intercede to Mary. This he did with all of his captains and sailors, and rosaries were heard. Marian praises were heard on the Catholic ships, but not just the Catholic ships, also the Muslim ships, which were being rowed by Catholic slaves. They too were praying to Mary and even sabotaging the Ottoman ships. When the battle started to ensue, the Catholics were down, but then the winds changed, as if by the hand of God, and a new wind blew in the Catholic favor, and the Catholics won the victory, even though they were 30% outnumbered. My brothers and sisters, Pius V, later on reflecting on this battle, would say that the finger of God has directly intervened, and that finger of God being Mary and her intercession for the church. Today, we see a changing of the winds in our country, as so many people have an awakening Christian consciousness within them, as so many people have abandoned morality and decency, and quite frankly, the natural law, let alone the Catholic faith. So many people are having an awakening to come back. Look at how many things have happened over the past couple of weeks here in the United States, awakening this resurging faith. And this is where, my brothers and sisters, we need to pray to Our Lady of Victory. Sure, it might seem like we are outnumbered. Sure, it might seem like the church is losing, but we are not. Mary is here, and she is waiting for us to intercede to her with our rosaries, but also with our trusting faith, that we step out in faith, trusting that she will see the victory. And the victory we're praying for is not against some foe that we have to shoot cannons at. It's our brothers and sisters that we work with, our own family members, neighbors who have fallen away from the faith. They need encouragement. They need to be prayed for. And most of all, my brothers and sisters, they need not only that compelling witness, but a heartfelt welcome back to come and join us back in church. I've been very busy these past couple of weeks as so many people have interest in coming back to the faith and are making their way back. It is absolutely beautiful. But one of the tragic commentaries I've heard from a couple of people who have come back to this parish is they're stunned at how empty it is now after a decade. And it's true. Mass attendance has declined all over the country. But this is not a defeat. This is a time for us to pray to Our Lady of Victory. This is a time to pray to Our Lady of Guadalupe, that by her miraculous image and the courage and wisdom she gives us, we may once again gain the victory against overwhelming odds. But this time, most of us don't have bullets being fired at us. What we may risk is our reputation, or being mocked, or maybe feel like fools. And quite frankly, this really is no big deal. What we need to have is a courage and a preparation. And this is where praying the Rosary is so important. The Rosary finds its earliest origins, my brothers and sisters, in the 3rd century among the Desert Fathers in the deserts of Egypt. They would use pebbles and stones and seeds to keep count of their Hail Marys. They would pray 300 of them a day, throughout the day, as a way to consecrate the day and as a way to pray the Psalms twice. This devotion came to Ireland through Arabic traders. And it was the Irish monks who took it up, and by the early 13th century, St. Dominic in 1213 gave us a rosary as we know it today. 15 mysteries, 150 Hail Marys for the 150 Psalms as a defense against the devil, and as a way to call upon Mary's intercession that we may gain the victory. The victory we need today is a resurgence of a return to the faith, of conversions. We need to be willing to love our brothers and sisters enough that we give them this great treasure that we hold within earthen vessels, and we make the faith palpable to them, that they may feel the great love of Mary through our love for them, and thus return to the church. I have great hope for these coming months, my brothers and sisters. We have a beautiful opportunity as the winds have changed. Let us not lose this moment, but let us, each of us, take seriously the charge that we are being given by the Almighty to speak the faith, to praise Mary, and to implore her intercession, and to have a great hope that a victory will be won in many souls through the coming weeks and months. God bless all of you, and I can't wait to see our churches more full as Mary desires a great victory of evangelization in our time. God bless you.